ಅನುದಿನ ಅನುಕ್ಷಣ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ. ಕಲಿಕೆಯ ಹೊಸ ಹಾದಿಯಲಿ ಜೊತೆಗೂಡಿ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಹಾಕೋಣ. ಸಂತಸದಿ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ.
Yes, sir. Yes, teacher. Present, ma'am.
Good morning, children. I am Mahesh Ballari, representing Diet of Koppal district. I feel honored to have been the opportunity to stand before you to discuss on the allotted topic. This is English class of standard 10th for third language children. Dear children, you could see the 4 images on the screen now. Please find out them and identify what are they. I feel they are not new for you. They are not strange. They are not unknown. Please find out. Dear children, do you know what is the first picture? You have already seen it. You have already knew it and you have already enjoyed in it. This is nothing but waterfall. Please look at image number 2, image number 3, at the same time image number 4. The second image is related to hills or mountains. Third picture is related to the trees. And the fourth picture is about flowers. Dear children, what are they? They are the precious parts of valuable nature. Apart from these, could you find out other important parts of the nature? Please look at on the screen. It is given. Rivers, a collection of water, a huge collection of water. Sea or oceans are also important part of the nature. Then come to the third one, the collection of huge trees and wildlife, forest, and the beautiful birds are also the part of nature. And now come to the fifth one, dear children, the animals are also the important part of the nature. Then a widened sky, the beautiful moon in the night, twinkled stars at night, and even a small insects, they are also the precious parts of the nature. Dear children, you could find out a bigger sea as well as the small, tiniest insect. Both are the parts of the nature. Both are treated equally, no matter whether it is big or whether it is small. Only the thing is the part of the nature. Dear children, do you know what is nature? Nature is our future. No nature, no future. Dear children, do you know how is nature? Nature is beautiful. Nature is always wonderful. Nature is always worthy. Nature is supreme. Nature is valuable and the nature is precious. Now it is the time for us to discuss on the valuable nature. Dear children, please open your textbook and poem number 4. I repeat, poem number 4, P-O-E-M, poem number 4, Noble Nature. The title of the poem is Noble Nature. It is written by Benjamin Johnson. Dear children, do you know nature has given us everything. Nature has given us food. Nature has given us shelter. And nature has given us wonderful moral message, wonderful lessons to us. Only the thing is, we need to understand the particular lesson. Here in this poem, we can learn a wonderful, beautiful message from the nature. This poem is about the two things. This poem is about the comparison between two different things. Dear children, you could see the two images on the screen now. Number one is a bigger oak tree, and the second one is a smaller lily flower. One is bigger in the size and one more is the smaller in the size. The poet has compared the life of these two different things, and the poet has explained what kind of the life is important. Before beginning this poem, it is better to go on the note on the poet. Dear children, already we have discussed that this poem is written by Benjamin Jonson. Now it is better to know about Benjamin Jonson. You could see the image of the poet. Look at the screen now. Here we can learn about the poet. The poet Benjamin Jonson was born in the year 1572 or 73. Children, here is a guess of either in the year 1572 or in the year 1573 he has taken his birth. He passed away in the year 1637. He was born at Westminster in England. By profession, he was a soldier. Dear children, please look at his profession. He was a soldier. After becoming a soldier, he has shown his interest towards the literature. He also began to act in the plays. He has written many poetry and dramas. His major plays are, as it is given, there are three. Wolfone in the year 1605, Alchemist in the year 1610, and Bartholomew Fair is also a major play of Benjamin Jonson. It is written in the 1614. Dear children, I repeat the same note on the poet. Here we need to focus on 5 important notes. First one is year of birth. Year of birth of Benjamin Jonson is 1572 or 73. Then he passed away in 1637. Then number 3, place of birth. His place of birth is Westminster in England. Then number 4, profession. What was he? He was a soldier. Then number 5, what were the contribution of Benjamin Jonson to the literature? He was a wonderful dramatist, excellent poet. He has written many poetries and dramas, but his major works are Wolfone, The Alchemist, and The Bartholomew Fair. The children are to be focused on these 5 points of Benjamin Jonson. After the discussion of note on the poet, now, dear children, we need to go for the pre-reading activities. You can find out these questions are on your textbook. Before beginning the poem, we need to discuss on the activities which is related to the particular poem. Here you could see the 4 questions. Children, please go through the first one. Who is the founder of the Ramakrishna Mission? Question number 2. Why do we respect him today? Question number 3. What are his achievements? Question number 4. How long did he live? Children, please focus on the first question, who is the founder of Ramakrishna Mission? I hope that you know the answer. As it is the part of your social science, you could know this. The answer is, the founder of Ramakrishna Mission is the legendary personality, the greatest monk of India is Swami Vivekananda. Then question number 2, why do we respect him today? Why do we respect Swami Vivekananda today? We have respected him yesterday, we respect him today, we will respect Swami Vivekananda tomorrow also because of his great achievements. Because of his great achievements. Then, dear children, we can go for the third question. What are his achievements? Swami Vivekananda is the greatest monk of India. He wandered from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. He served for the poor and needy of India. He has worked for the poor. He tried to upliftment the life of human beings in India. He has participated at World Religious Conference in Chicago, in America. He brought name and fame and came back to India. He established Ramakrishna Mission. Through the help of Ramakrishna Mission, he worked for the poor and needy of Indians. He is the greatest monk of India. He is the motivator to the youth. He is the spirit to the youth. He is the strength to the youth. Hence his birthday is celebrated as Youth Day. Then the children, please go for the fourth question. How long did he live? Children, please note this point. He has achieved a lot in his life, but how did he live? How long he was here on the earth? He was not here for the 100 years. He was not here for 90 years. He was not here for 70 years. But he was here only for the 39 years. Swami Vivekananda lived only for 39 years and achieved a lot. Then, dear children, you can go for the second picture. It is related to the greatest mathematician of India, Srinivasa Ramanujan. In the field of mathematics, he has achieved a lot, but he was here on the earth only for 33 years. Within a span of 33 years, he has achieved a lot. Now you could see the third image and you can easily find out him and the noble personality, Bhagat Singh. He is the greatest Indian freedom fighter. He has sacrificed his life for India in his 23rd year. Now you can go for the fourth picture, which is related to John Keats, who is the famous popular poet of Britain, popular poet of England. He has given a great contribution to the English literature, but he was alive only for 26 years. Children, please look at these four greatest personalities. They have achieved a lot in their span of lifetime, but their achievement is a lot. Now, we can conclude that it is not important to live on the earth for a long time, but within a short time of our life, we need to contribute to the society. On this base, the noble nature, poem number 4 is taken place at the part of your textbook. Dear children, you see the two pictures on both the sides of the screen. As already we have discussed, picture number 1 is a big oak tree which lived for 300 years on the earth. The left side you can see a small lily flower. it will take place on the earth only for 24 hours. One lives for 300 years and lily flower lives only for 24 hours, only one day. What the poet is saying about these two things, what comparison he has made between these two things, and what message he has conveyed to the human beings. Now we can go for the silent reading. Dear children, now you can read the text which is on the screen. Before reading, children, please note on the word for memorization. This poem is for memorization. It carries at least 4 marks in the examination. And I feel that you will not find difficulty to by heart it as this poem contained only 10 lines. Now I will read out the poem and please listen carefully. It is not growing like a tree in bulk doth make man better be, or standing long an oak 300 year, to fall a log at last, dry, bald and sere. A lily of a day is fairer in May, although it fall and die that night. It was the plant and flower of light. In small proportions we just beauty see, and in short measures life may perfect be. After the reading of this poem, dear children, in this poem we need to discuss on only the first stanza of the poem. I repeat this first stanza, please listen carefully. It is not growing like a tree in bulk doth make man better be, or standing long an oak 300 year, to fall a log at last, dry, bald and sere. Dear children, the poet is saying that it is not growing like a tree. The poet is saying us that it is not important for us to grow like a tree. Growing like a bigger size tree is not important. How is the tree? In bulk, the tree is having a great size. The tree is a bigger size. The poet is conveying the message that it is not important to grow like a tree in a great size, in a great strength. If a man wanted to make his life better, we need not to focus on the size. The poet is also conveying us that standing long time like oak tree for 300 years is not important. It is not important how long we live on the earth. It is not important what was the period of human being. But the poet is saying that it is important what we have contributed to the society. What happens to the tree at last? The poet is saying that after living 300 years, the oak tree will fall. How it fall? It falls without leaves. It dried up. Finally, it dies. So what is the use of oak tree if it is so? Like that, the poet is conveying the message to the human being with the help of oak tree. Like oak tree, the human beings need not to spend his life. The human being should not waste his time in the life. This is about the first stanza. Dear children, please go through the glossary part. It is given what is the meaning of bulk. The meaning of the bulk is great size. The oak tree is having a great size, bigger size. Then the word number 2, doth, doth. Doth is the old English form. The new English form of doth is does, does, helping verb. Then word number 3, bald, bald. The oak tree will falls. without leaves at last. Bald is nothing but without leaves. Fourth word is sear. Sear is nothing but dried up. Dried up. The children, please, I repeat the message of the noble nature. The poet is saying us that it is not important to grow like a tree, to live like oak tree for 300 years. But the poet is saying that it is important to spend the life for the best usage of society. I hope you understand the poem, and now we can go for the homework part. Dear children, now you could see the 8 questions on the screen as the part of homework. Question number 1. Who has written Noble Nature? Question number 2. What are the 2 things are compared here? Question number 3. Name of the tree mentioned in the poem is. Question number 4. How long the tree was standing here? Question number 5. How could the tree fall at the end? Question number 6. Find out the rhyming word of tree in the poem. Question number 7. What is the new form of death? Question number 8. What does it refers to in the poem? Dear children, with the help of these 8 questions, now we can get feedback on the poem again. Who has written the Noble Nature? The Noble Nature, poem number 4, which is for memorization, is written by Benjamin Jonson. Dear children, please look at the question, who has written the Noble Nature? Please write down the answer. Question number 2. What are the 2 things are compared here? Already we have discussed here, Benjamin Jonson, the poet, has compared our life with the help of the 2 images. He has given 2 images. One is the bigger size thing, and second one is the thing of a small lily flower. So what are the 2 things as we have discussed now? Please write it down. What are the 2 things are compared in this poem? Question number 3. The name of the tree is mentioned in the poem. Please write it down. What is the name of the tree? And fourth one, we have mentioned the name of the tree, and the poet is saying that how long the particular tree used to stand here. Here in the sense earth. The particular period, a long period is given in the poem. Please read once again and write down the answer of the question number 4. And then we have discussed how the tree will fall at the end. How after 300 years that particular tree falls at the end. Please write it down in 1 or 2 sentences. Question number 6. Find out the rhyming word of tree in the poem. Dear children, already you know the rhyming word, I feel. Rhyming word is nothing but same sounded word. For example, hen, pen, boy, toy. Like that. Here in this poem, the word tree is given. Please find out what is the same sounded word of tree is given in the poem. And the question number 7, what is the new form of death? This poem is related to the 17th century. Now we are in the 20th century. English language used to change from time to time. Like that, DOTH is the old word of English. What is the new word of DOTH? We have discussed already in the glossary part. Please write it down. And the 8th one is, what does it refers in the poem? We have discussed, it is not growing like a tree. in the first line only. Please write down what is the meaning of it in the poem. I hope that all of you understand the presented topic, and I hope that you will come tomorrow with these 8 answers. Again, we will meet tomorrow at the same time. I request the children, please do not waste the time. Please take care with safety measures and write down the answers of these 8 questions, and we'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you.
ಅನುದಿನ ಅನುಕ್ಷಣ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ, ಕಲಿಕೆಯ ಹೊಸ ಹಾದಿಯಲಿ ಜೊತೆಗೂಡಿ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಹಾಕೋಣ, ಸಂತಸದಿ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ.
Yes, sir. Yes, teacher. Present, ma'am.